Hello, welcome back to the channel, and we are doing another Arena Cube draft. We're right around the corner, just a couple more days until the full set release for Tarkir Dragonstorm on Arena and Magic Online. But until then, we're gonna cube one or two more times. And what do we got? So no lands, always a bummer, but let's see, we have some good cards. We have the Raven Inspector, which I might just take. I like this card, Spectacle of Destruction. So whenever one or more creatures die, you put a counter on it, and then at the beginning of your upkeep, if it has one or more counters, remove a counter, seek a non-land card. But it doesn't do anything by itself. It requires other things to die afterward. So I'm not the biggest fan, but it is a cool card. I mean, they could have just made this a real card, but not have it seek, but oh well. There's Retrofitter Foundry to stay colorless. Sunblessed Healer, another good white card. Tireless Tracker, Italia's big top end. Fimage, Vorinclex, Cackling Observer, another alchemy card that they reveal their hand. And then when this leaves the battlefield, they seek a non-land card with lesser mana value. So it also has that kind of trick with the two separate triggers. So if you like blink it or whatever in response, then they don't get a card. But yeah, I'll just take the Raven Inspector. Totally solid in any environment it's in. Just what a standout awesome card. All right. So now we have some choices. We could stay white and take Wedding Announcement. We could try to branch out a bit, and we could take Thieving Aven. This card's been pretty good just because heisting libraries is very strong. There are some lands. There's 3 fetch lands. Marsh Flats would be probably the one we would take to follow up the Raven Inspector. And there's a Godless Shrine. So I think it's between Wedding Announcement and Thieving Aven. I really like Wedding Announcement, and there is a benefit to staying one color, and maybe we could wheel the Sunblessed Cleric from the pack 1 that we just saw. Yeah, I think we're just going to go ahead and take the Wedding Announcement and stay mono white. Wow, I'm so glad I did that. Look at this. 3 premium, 2 premium white 1-drops, and then more of like a semi-premium white 2-drop. I mean, there is also a Smuggler's Copter. So I could take Smuggler's Copter and then wheel one of these white cards. It's a shame I can't like take all 3. There's also Grave Expectations, which if we had taken the Thieving Aven, I might be more inclined to go towards. Again, heisting is busted. But yeah, these are all very nice to see. I think we'll go for the Smuggler's Copter. It just goes in any aggressive deck pretty nicely, especially ones with lots of cheap creatures, which we hopefully will have. And yeah, we're just going to go with that. Hopefully we could wheel one of those other cards. There's a Lurrus, there's a Fable, and there's a Mana Tithe. All right, so what do we want to do here? Fable is incredibly strong. Journey to Nowhere is fine. Lurrus is Lurrus. We could do more Lurrus companioning. Always a fan of that. We'd have to cut the Wedding Announcement. And then the thing is, you can't really be monocolored and Lurrusing. So that's a thought. I think I'm just going to take the Mana Tithe. Like, I guess part of this is that I'm sort of forcing mono white a little bit. I mean, obviously the more powerful card in a vacuum is Fable the Mirror Breaker, but in these high-powered cube environments, I can't really stress how powerful a card like Mana Tithe is. Because they're going to tap out for 5 mana and cast their Aganosaur Rex. Or they're going to pay 3 mana, tap out, and play their Fable. And then you just get to tempo them for 1 mana and then have another play. Okay, now we just get Adeline. So Adeline is probably like one of the top reasons to be heavy white. This card just spits out a ton of tokens, gets very powerful, army in a can. Yeah, very strong. Other than that, there's Jace, Get Lost, and then a couple of white dual lands, which we could wheel. And then there's also Agent of Ravine. So I definitely feel like I'm taking a bit of a power hit in all of these packs because I think Agent of Verfine is the best card in this one. But I don't know, given the start that we've had, I don't really mind being monocolored. And we haven't seen like the most amazing reasons to be other colors. I just value the consistency, and also, man, I just want to play mono white. Okay, so I think we take Chrome Mox. There's also Skyclave Apparition and Sarah Paragon, but if white's going to continue to be this open, then I'd rather just accelerate my plays and try to play like a turn 1 Smuggler's Copter or a turn 2 Adeline. That would be very strong. So yeah, let's go ahead and take the Chrome Mox here. Okay, we're going to have to take a non-white card. So I suppose we take probably one of these, like they're very similar, these goblins that Goblin 2/2s or 2/3s that make other Goblin friends to attack. I think we'll take the Howl Squad Heavy. I think it's inherently a little bit more powerful than Legion War Boss. Also, there's a lot of deal 2s and whatnot. So yeah, we'll go ahead and take the Howl Squad Heavy here. All right, and now we can take a Dissection Tools, I guess, just as some top end. Nothing else really here speaks to me. Okay, this was our wheel pack. We did, in fact, wheel the Sunblessed Healer. Very nice. What did I say before? Sunblessed Cleric? Yeah, well, it is a Cleric, but it's also Sunblessed Healer. Restoration Angel would be good with Raven Inspector, but not much else. So, yeah, we're going to take the Sunblessed Healer. Pretty happy about that. Wow, we wheeled the Thieving Aven, which is kind of nuts. But I feel like I'd rather just take a Marsh Flats. And then maybe we just find a Sacred Foundry, and then we just play the House Squad Heavy for more or less free. There's also Helping Hand, which is good with Adeline, but I think a little narrow. I'd rather just have like another creature, so I'll take the Marsh Flats here. All right, perfect. So we did wheel one of the other 2 white cards. So I think that pack was unfortunate in the fact that there was the 3 white cards, the 3 cheap white cards. And so other people are going to be incentivized to be in like this white space, but hopefully I've cut it hard enough that maybe that won't happen. So no one's wheeling this Legion's Landing, for instance. I think that the curve is looking pretty nice so far. I'm not sure about the House Squad Heavy, but yeah, lots of cheap plays, makes the Chrome Mox better. So, and we wheel the Journey to Nowhere, excellent. A lot of times you just need something that kills anything. And Journey to Nowhere kills any creature. Soul Shredder, also interesting. I do like this card, but I think I prefer the hard removal. All right, we'll take this Hallowed Fountain, get found with the Marsh Flats. So now we basically Seer Slicer Goblin versus Warzone Duplicator. I guess we'll take the Seer Slicer Goblin. Okay, last pick, Fiery Annihilation. So now we're maybe more incentivized to be red. And good thing, too, because this pack, wow, this pack does not have much. Yeah, so there's no white card. No mono white card. The only white cards are like Knight of the Reliquary and Riptide Gearhulk, and I don't think we're really set up to do that. So we could take like Hellrider or Reckless Stormseeker. What's this? General Crate, the Boltbringer. So 3-mana 2/2. Whenever one or more goblins you control attack, create a 1/1 goblin. And whenever a creature you control enters, so it has like it deals 1 damage to each opponent. That seems interesting. I think if we're gonna be going this route, I think the Hellrider is a little bit less replaceable. We also have a bunch of 3s. We don't have any 4s. So we'll take the Hellrider. Okay. There's no Boros land here, but there is a Luminarch Aspirant, which can go very nicely if we're going to go wide. And then just put counters on things. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take that. There's also Flooded Strand and Scalding Tarn to help with fixing. Or a Strangle on the wheel. But yeah, we're going to take the Luminarch Aspirant. I mean, I'd still rather be pushing more white than red, if possible. Now they give us a Karizev. This card is nuts. So 4 mana 3/3 Menace Haste. Whenever it attacks while you don't control a legendary monkey, you conjure a Ragavan Nimble Pilfer onto the battlefield tapped and attacking. And then at the beginning of the end step, if it's on the battlefield, bounce it to the hand. So you could just like get a bunch of Ragavans and get a bunch of triggers. So I do like that. There's another Hallowed Fountain, and then there's a Windswept Heath. I think I'm going to take the Karizev. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. So we really need to find a Sacred Foundry. There it is. Very nice. Yeah, we'll there's Ossification, there's Burst Lightning, but now we have this one Sacred Foundry, and then any fetch lands we find are just going to be able to get that. They're all going to be like dual lands, which is definitely good. It's not the exact same because, you know, if you already find your Sacred Foundry and then you really need your second red source, then your Marsh Flats can't get it. But for all intents and purposes, it's pretty much going to turn all my white and red fetches into dual lands. So yeah, definitely snapping up this Sacred Foundry. Okay. So now we have Screaming Nemesis, Lingering Souls, Dragon's Rage Channeler. How are we doing on non? Okay, we're pretty split on the creature non-creature thing. Extraction Specialist. We're not that heavy red. We don't have. I mean, we do have a good mix of creatures and non-creatures. So I could see the argument of taking the cheaper card and then wheeling one of these 3-drops, because I think I'd be fairly happy to play any of them. Like, I can probably find a white-black land or something to splash the back half of Lingering Souls, and then we have Extraction Specialist plus Screaming Nemesis, which I'd be fine playing with. Yeah, let's do that. A little hard to cast a 1-mana red spell in this deck, but we can probably make that work. Ooh, 3 Dream Battalion sounds perfect. So this is sort of like a Collected Company, 3 and a white, instant, look at the top 6. You may put a creature card with mana value 3 or less from among them on the battlefield, but then you make a duplicate of that card. And then the duplicate becomes a 1/1, so it's kind of like the Offspring mechanic from Bloomburrow. It doesn't work with Legends, but it does work with Howl Squad Heavy. So you go end step, make 2 Howl Squad Heavies. That sounds pretty gross. Yeah, let's take 3 Tree Battalion. Seems good. Okay, we got some options. So we have Even Interrupter, Dust Animus, Portable Hole. Those are our choices. And we're doing okay on. We're sort of half and half on creatures, but like this is a land, this is a creature, so it's actually not that bad. I want to probably take one of the creatures, maybe try to wheel the Portable Hole. How are we doing on removal? We have a Journey to Nowhere. I'm taking the Portable Hole. That was pretty much a last second decision. Okay, well, I'm going to immediately regret that decision because we're going to take Thalia here. Good disruptive card. Unfortunately, we have, 10 non-creature spells, but we could pretty much just prioritize creatures for the rest of the draft, and it shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's going to definitely be awkward, like wedding announcement and stuff like that. But yeah, let's go ahead and take Thalia. Okay, we wheeled all the red cards. I think we'll go ahead and just stick with the Goblin theme. We have this Howl Squad Heavy. We have the Sear Slicer Goblin. And then we have the Hell Rider. It's not a Goblin, but it benefits you having a very wide board and swinging out every turn, which I think this will lend itself to nicely. Okay, just like I said, we can kind of treat these as dual lands. So, I mean, I'm going to stick with the white dual land, I think. Or sorry, the white fetch as opposed to the red fetch. Although, we'll probably want a balance of both. But I have so many cheap white plays, I think it's a little bit more important to have white mana on turn 1. Okay, we take another one. We could take another Hallowed Fountain, and then we'll splash some blue card, but I don't think that's really necessary. There's also Exquisite Firecraft, but, I already have a bunch of 3-drops. I'm trying to limit. I'm going to be really, really picky with non-creatures from this point forward. So yeah, let's take another fetch. I think we just take another fetch here. Like, there is a Burst Lightning, but I don't think that's really the game plan we're going for. I'd rather play, like, red cheap creatures and then white disruptive spells. So yeah, we'll take a Bloodstained Mire. Okay, we did in fact wield the Extraction Specialist, so that's pretty good. We can return Luminar Gasperin, and that's a great card to bring back with Extraction Specialist or Thalia, or yeah, good wheel. Okay, last couple picks. Ooh, last pick, Aven Interrupter. Nice. Okay, what do we got now? So I think it's just Intrepid Adversary. There's Savine's Reclamation and Shardmage's Rescue, but again, which would be fine. But again, we really don't. What is this doing over here? Okay, we really don't want to have more non-creatures than we need. So that gives us then the choice between like Warren War Leader and Intrepid Adversary. They do sort of, they don't really do similar things, but they both benefit a wide board. Like Warren War Leader is kind of a payoff and enabler for a wide board, whereas the Intrepid Adversary is more just like a payoff for it. But it's also a cheaper play. You could play this as a 2-mana 3/1 lifelink, and that's totally reasonable. So I think I'm just gonna bias towards that. And now we have the choice between Prismatic Vista, Ruby Collector, and Gideon. So Gideon's very strong. Now, do I care about that more than the Ruby Collector? So this one we can probably enable more easily and then get more red mana, and we actually want the red mana here. And I feel like our deck is going to benefit from having a very cheap curve. Yeah, I talked myself into it. I know Gideon's very powerful, but I think I value just getting on board fast and early. And also this has some upside. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely going to take the Arid Mesa, like an actual dual land, even if we've already found our Sacred Foundry. So, nice pickup. Okay, there's a Goblin Bombardment, which actually goes very nicely with all of the tokens that we're going to make. But again, we're already pretty high on playables. I could probably cut Dissection Tools and maybe cut the Fire Annihilation. We'll see about that. I think I'm just going to take Den of the Bugbear. It's nice to have these value lands, and in the late game can just become creatures and pressure the opponent. Goblin Bombardment would be pretty sick, but I think we're going to take Den of the Bugbear here. Okay, Ranger of Eos seems excellent. So we have one, two, well, okay, we only have 3 targets. The other 3 cards are not creatures. Legion's Landing kind of feels like a creature, but it is not. I still think it's a good card. Maybe we wield the Monastery Swiftspear and then we just have a bunch of cards we could take. There's also a Rogran Triumph as another dual land, but a dual land, quote unquote. But it comes to play tapped. I don't like that. Yeah, I think I'm just going to take the Ranger Captain, or Ranger of Eos. Okay, I'm going to take Bulwark Ox as just another solid 2-drop. So, yeah, other than that, there's not really much else here. There's like a fetch land, but we're good on fixing. We're definitely good. Okay, we have the choice between Kellen and Bloodthirsty Adversary. I mean, okay, I guess it's not really a choice. We're taking Kellen. Bloodthirsty Adversary, we don't have, like, the only thing we have is Fiery Annihilation. We don't really have other instants and sorceries that we can copy, so yeah, we're just going to take Kellen. Good card in the deck. Glory Heath Links, that seems nice. Let's take that. And then, okay, they all wield. I guess we just take another fetch land. I mean, it also helps to thin the deck a bit. So, yeah, I don't hate that. We're going to have to make some cuts. I think we can probably cut, maybe we just cut a bunch of the red cards and we just stick more with a white base. I don't know, we'll see. Oh, there's a Hired Claw. Hired Claw seems good. But again, I think we really need to pick either white or red as like a base color. I don't know if we can go so much in either in both directions. Oh, what do we got here? Guess I could take Enduring Courage. I mean, it seems good in the sense when you make other creature tokens, they all get +2/+0. But wow, Goblin Bombardment Wheel, that I can see playing. Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. I think I can cut the Fiery Annihilation. We got both the Abrade and the Swift Spear back. I guess I'll take the Abrade. And then we have 29. Oh, geez, we have like so many playables. How did we end up with that much? We were taking lands. All right. We can definitely go 16 lands, though, because we could treat Chrome Mox as a land. And then our fixing is very nice, so we don't have to worry too much here. Yeah, I think I'm okay with that. So we can cut a land. I guess we cut a mountain. There's only 7 basics in the deck, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, cut that. Okay, so we have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 versus 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, so our mana is very good. So we actually probably can just, we can probably just cut based on pure power and not too much on the color consideration. Okay, so what do we not want in this deck? We can probably cut some amount of creatures. The 4-drops are all nice, but we don't necessarily have to go with that. General Crate seems really nice with all the token generators in the deck. Goblin Bombardment can also be good with all the tokens that we're generating. Sunblessed Healer is a good recursive card. Kellen we can't cast the Journey On side, but I mean, we're just going to focus on the 2-drop side. A good way to draw cards. I guess we can cut Dragon's Rage Channeler. We don't have that many non-creatures. And then I guess by that logic, we could also cut if we cut Hired Claw, we can also cut Ranger of Eos. I think that seems okay. Because now we only have 2 1-drops that we can get. I think the Goblin Bombardment is going to end up being pretty good. And then how much do we have? We have 26. Yeah, so we just need 2 more cuts. So it could be one of these. Like, Bulwark Ox is kind of just a worse Luminarch aspirant in a lot of aspects. We're not cutting any of the ones. We need those. Do we want all 3 of these 4-drops? I really like Karizev. It kind of fits the theme of what we're doing. House Squad Heavy seems really good. General Crate, it does fit the theme. I guess we could cut the Aven Interrupter. We're not really that disruptive. It's like a good card, and we can definitely bring it in some matchups where they're just going super big. And then you bring this in. We also have the dissection tools to bring in against aggressive decks. So Abrade and Fiery Knight. Like, we could definitely side into more removal spells. But I think what we have is fine. We're just trying to be on the beatdown. Okay, and then for our last cut, it could be a creature, but I guess I'd rather it not be. Okay, let's do this. All right, what do we have? Oh, I guess we could cut Portable Hole. And then the only removal that we have is a Journey to Nowhere. Yeah, I think that's okay. Like, we're just trying to go wide, be aggressive. And I think the Goblin Bombardment is kind of our removal package, as long as we get some token generators. Because then we can just get super tricksy with like attacks and blocks and stuff. So yeah, I think this is good. And then the fixing's good. So yeah, I think I like this deck, and I'll see you in the first round. All right, we're playing as Draft is the Best. Great username. And his hand's really close. So there's 3 cards we can play. If we draw any land, we can go double 1-drop, or like 1-drop, hold up mana tithe. That's a lot to ask. This is kind of a mulligan too already. I think I'm just going to mulligan. Okay, well, that's unfortunate. Mulligan again. Okay, this is fine. Keep. So I really want to go like 2, 3, 4, but it might be wishful thinking to get, we will get to 4 lands. So I think we'll go put back the mountain, put back the Hellrider, and then we'll try to do this as like our main game plan. Oh, I also wish we had a Surveil land. That's kind of unfortunate. Okay, Ruin Crab. Very interesting. Okay, so we'll just hold up the Mana Tithe for their turn 2 play. Okay, I assume they're gonna mill me. Okay, those are some cards. Okay, why are they doing this now? All right, whatever. We're gonna Mana Tithe their Malcolm. Will they attack me? Oh, come on, don't be a coward. Get in for the oh, it's not good. Okay, let's fetch shock. And then I think we'll just play the Bulwark Ox. And then unfortunately it's just going to give us like constant priority, so we're just going to have to click through all that. Unfortunate. So next turn we oh, that's not good. Oh wait, no. They're going to copy the bull. Oh no. Well, they didn't have to spend all that mana. So oh boy, we're getting milled for like 1 billion now. That's not good. I think we're just gonna lose to this. Well, we'll see. We'll go to my turn. Okay, that's good draw. So let's fetch up a mountain. And then we'll go General Crate, Saddle. So hopefully we can go wide enough. Let's give the counter to itself so it can punch through these Ruin Crabs. All right, and then if they like play a fetch land, okay, Tiny Bones. That's annoying, but not unbeatable. Oh, that's a land. Okay, deck slowly whittling away, but we're not dead. Okay, Glory Heath Lynx versus Sunblessed Healer. Oh, actually, I think we should go Glory Heath Lynx because then Sunblessed Healer can bring something back. Yeah, so let's play the Glory Heath Lynx. Deal damage to the opponent. Saddle here. And then go to combat attack with both. We'll create more 1/1s. We'll put the counter on the General Crate. Deal more damage. Tiny Bones blocks there. That blocks there. Yeah, this is fine. I mean, it's not great. Alternatively, we could sacrifice the Bulwark Ox to give this hexproof and indestructible. We're giving up 3 damage now for the potential for more damage later. No, I think it's okay. I think we can let it go. Or rather, keep that up. Keep up the constant +1/+1 counters. Like we can give a Glory Heath Lynx a counter, and then oh boy, that's a fetch land. Wait. Is this this is 12 cards? Okay, I'm not technically dead, so I guess we have 2 turns. It's not unreasonable that we can win in 2 turns. Like, you know, say they don't find another land. If they find another land, sure, we die, but gosh, Ruin Crab, copy Ruin Crab. That's oh boy, now they can just locate another one. Oh no, Goblin Bombardment. That could have been a way that we win the game. I don't even know what we... How many more... Do we have any more lands? I don't think so. Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. Intrepid Adversary. Yeah, so let's play the Sunblessed Healer. And then we'll saddle. And then we'll swing out. give the counter to the Lynx. I mean, yeah, they can throw away one of their crabs because they only need one to kill me. Okay. Opponent, if the opponent can, if they have a land, yep. All right. You don't get to know my last card in deck. Gosh, that was unfortunate. So let's definitely bring in the... I think we can definitely bring in like the Abrade and the Portable Hole just to deal with those. And then we can probably cut some of these 2-drops. Like we can probably cut the... I like the Ox. I could cut the Glory Heath Lynx, I suppose. The 2/3 body just doesn't match up well. And then I like the Boltbringer. But maybe we just have to go fast. Like I know Karizev's a good card, but might not be the move here. Maybe we just cut that. Just try to be a little bit more lean and mean. Okay, let's go first. Yeah, it sounds reasonable. Keep. Start off with... I guess we'll just start with the Fetch Shock. Might as well. I don't want any mana problems. Pay 2. Ruby Collector. So now, I mean, we just have a great curve out, and this is exactly the kind of curve out that we want. We can turn on our Ruby Collector. Ooh, Chrome Mox. I guess it's not that good right now. Let's play this land. Actually, I don't want to draw that many more lands, so let's just go ahead and maybe fetch up a mountain. So yeah, let's fetch up a mountain. And then play the Seer Slicer Goblin. And then make 1/1. Okay, next turn we get to turn on the Ruby Collector. Unfortunately, we can't like use the Mox Ruby to hold up Mana Tithe, but I mean, we're definitely just gonna go General Crate and destroy them. Okay, so they're gonna make a copy of Ruby Collector. That makes sense. All right, is there anything we can do? Not really. So it's in the deck. We know we have more mountains. And then we'll play General Crate. And then we'll attack with everything. So I get to make a 1/1 that's tapped in it. Oh, it's tapped in attacking? Oh, yeah. All right, we get to make the Mox Ruby. So now that, yeah, now they have to make a choice. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Because then this is going to... So we'll play the Mox, pass. This can pump my entire team. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, potentially 6. Actually, I think I like that. Like, we're just making... This is pretty much lethal. We get to give +3/+0 to the whole team. So that'll be 4, 4, 8, 12, 16. Yeah, that's like super dead. I mean, conservatively, can we also do 3, 6, 9, 12, 15? Yeah. So we can do that and hold up Mana Tithe. Prismari Command. Okay, well, there goes that dream a little bit. Portable Hole. All right, let's go land. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, so let's go combat. Let's hit them. Let's pump once. I guess pump twice. All right, I think I value... I could Portable Hole the treasure away, but I think I value holding up the Mana Tithe more. So they're facing down lethal next turn. Oh, all my lands are swamps. Ill-timed explosion. Unfortunate, but I couldn't have stopped that anyway. So yeah, they're going to blow up my board. And now we're a little bit out of gas. Yeah. Ugh, the treasure. Okay, deal 2 to the board. Okay, I mean, we have outs. That's not one of them. Okay, we have lots of creatures that can get us back in the game. Okay, there's a good Mana Tithe target. Thank you. Okay, please. Okay, that's a man land. We can activate that next turn and start that train. Tameo, sure. Blocks. Can they draw cards? Thunder Trap Trainer. Yeah? Alright, well, at least we have the portable hold to deal with that. Ooh, Tome of Gadwick. Yeah, that's a good card. Does it equip for 1? Oh, it does. Okay, good combo here. But I don't think it's good enough. Alright. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. So let's go portable hole. This has ward 1. So yeah, we'll portable hole away the Tameo. All right, and then we're gonna. Oh, I did not mean to do that. Sorry. And then we'll crew up the Den of the Bugbear, and then we'll get in for 4 damage. I mean, they probably just block the 1/1, right? Yeah. But now they're at 3, so that's not bad. Next turn we get to play Kellen, which is good. Okay, they're just gonna attack and cantrip, but if they're attacking and cantripping, that means they're not adding to the board. Okay. They probably have removal for the den, which is a little unfortunate, but hopefully we should be okay. Okay, another fetch. Okay, so let's crew up. They probably have removal. I mean, they gotta have removal. Fiery Annihilation. Yeah, that'll do it. Okay, let's just go ahead and play out the Kellen. So now they can't really attack. Oh, this Chrome Mox did nothing this game. Very unfortunate. Strangle. Rude. Oh, and now they get to cantrip again. Oh, man. Can I draw Hellrider? Hellrider 1 time, please. Okay, what do you got? Is this... Nope. I was going to say ninjutsu or something like that. Ninjutsu would be kind of sick with the Thunder Trap Trainer if they have Kaito. Unearth Jadar. Yeah, seems like a solid play. I didn't even know that was in there. And Duelist of the Mind. Oh boy. Get a Plains. Really need a big draw step right now. Of course, knowing my luck, it will be a Plains. Way, way too late for Thalia. Now my Chrome Mox costs 1. Piece it together, draw a card, and then increase all your... Oh. Okay. Intensify? Is that a word? I don't know. Card's cool. Huh. Yeah, I was going to say, they can't really do all that. Oh, if they have an instant speed draw spell, they get to grow the Duelist even more. All right, well, we'll block the 2/2. Legion's Landing. Okay, so if I attack with Thalia... Oh, yeah, I can't attack with Thalia. They have the Duelist of the Mind. All right, we're just going to play at Legion's Landing. Our goal is to just go wide enough. We're really, really, really looking for Hellrider. That would win us the game with its damage triggers. Okay, they got another one of these. Oh, God. So if they find another piece it together, they get to... Oh, they don't draw more cards. Oh, if the intensity is 4, they take an extra turn instead of drawing. That's cool. All right. Okay, we're probably going to... Okay, they have Ponder too. Jeez. All right. This is it. Big draw. Hellrider or bust, basically. Come on. 3-bit Inspector. All right, that's another chance for a draw step. Make sure we don't tap improperly. Come on, Clue Token. Let's go Hellrider. Oh, Goblin Bombardment! That'll do it! Come on, resolve. Yes! Oh my goodness. Incredible. I forgot that that could have been the top deck. Oh man, that was close. That was close. And then one more point of damage. No life gain. Yes. Awesome. All right, we're going to game 3. Okay, so they have the board wipe. So they have board wipe. They have the cheap creatures. I might want. We're on the draw, so I might want to bring in the Aven Interrupter. The Karizev also becomes a little bit more exciting as like a potential top deck. The Enduring Courage at least comes back, so then it turns anything else into a hasty threat. But then we're going a little too deep on the what's it called? A little too heavy on the curve. So what? I like the Bulwark Ox Luminarch Aspirant combo to beat the board wipe. Chromox still, I mean, Chromox did nothing that game. I still think on average it's going to be good to like power out something on one of my 3-drops early. Do I want Aven Interrupter? Probably. Oh wait, Extraction Specialist is a good way to beat a board wipe too. We could probably cut. It's good. Maybe the Kellen. Yeah, maybe Kellen for Aven Interrupter. I'm not entirely sure about that one, but it seems good to me. Hopefully we'll just have like a 2-land plus Chromox hand, not mulligan. I think that's kind of the sweet spot of where you want to be. All right. Hand looks great. Perfect. Yeah, really nice. So, just great curve. We get to go turn 1 landing, turn 2 Bulwark Ox, turn 3 General Crate, and start the train. Yeah, so we don't want to draw too many more lands, so we're just going to go ahead and fetch Shock with the Marsh Flats. Find our Sacred Foundry, start off with the Legion's Landing, and then this is whenever you attack with 3 or more creatures. So on turn 3, we're not going to get to flip this because... Why are they playing Malcolm right now, man? I don't understand. Oh, Hellrider. That's so good. That's so good. Okay. So let's play this land. Let's attack for 1. Let's play a Bulwark Ox. All right, then next. Yeah, no, if we can just curve out General Crate into Hellrider, that's going to be really sweet. So I think they're going to be looking for the board wipe. But even if they board wipe me, well, first of all, I get to Bulwark Ox, and then I can save one of my creatures. Okay, Tameo. That's a little unfortunate. Strangle. All right. Well, I won't give you that option. Okay. So let's fetch up a mount. Oh, I can add black. No, I'll just fetch up a mountain, though. Get a mountain. General Crate. So now if they board wipe, they have to kill their Tameo too, which is nice. I get to gain a life, which, you know, that's fine. Okay, next turn, Hellrider, flip landing. Gonna be nice. Hopefully. Deal some damage. They could flip Tameo here. They could also kill General Crate. Yeah, this was the beginning of the end last time. And they flipped Tameo. I think they should have attacked first so they can get a clue, but oh well. I mean, it's still kind of horrific for me. Honestly, I probably need to kill Tameo. This thing's really annoying. Luckily, they don't have... I think we're okay. We have a good... Hellrider to kill Tameo, plus 3 Tree Battalion to... kind of rebuild, and then this Malcolm, it's just hopefully they don't cast something that's super ridiculous. All right, And then hopefully there's no... that last card better not be a Fatal Push. Okay. So we have the double red. So we'll go Windswept Heath, sack. This gives all my things. Okay, so we'll go Plains. We'll go Hellrider. And then, unfortunately, we do have to send both at the Tamiyo in order to kill it. Because Hellrider, thankfully, will deal both damage to the Tamiyo. So, yeah. But the Tamiyo weakens both of my creatures. Okay, they're going to fetch. No removal, please. Okay, cool. All right, Tamiyo down. So Malcolm triggers at 4 chorus counters. Overlord of the Flood Pits. That's good, but not terrible. Okay, they're just going to attack. Hopefully, they've already used Strangle, so hopefully they don't find another 1 mana removal. Ancient Overfiend is a good card. Definitely a good card. 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's go Windswept Heath, and then do I want to hold up 3-Tree? But I think it's better to hold up 3-Tree Battalion rather than just Intrepid Adversary try to go big. So, and then we could set up for a Legion's Landing on the following turn. So yeah, let's go to combat. Let's just attack with Hellrider for like 4 damage. And then pass. And then that's going to make the Intrepid Adversary so much better on the following turn. Okay. Do I want to 3-Tree Battalion now? I don't have flyers in the deck except for the Intrepid Adversary, or no, the I forget what it's called, but the 3-mana 2/2 guy. I think we can take it and just like really, really hope that they don't play some ridiculous magic card here. I'm going to need something a little tame. Okay. So they get a 6/6. It's not great. And they get a Jadar. Sure. And they get to draw my top card. Okay, so let's pass. Let's get a Plains. And then we'll go to end step. All right, let's 3-Tree Battalion. Gotta find something. Something good. House Squad Heavy is a really good card. Get to do a ton of damage. And Goblin Bombardment. Can I kill them this turn? Wait a minute. Wait a second. I think I can kill them. Okay, let's make sure. So let's go Plains. And then I don't think I can kill. We get to make... Oh, wait a minute. These don't make them tapped and attacking. These get made and then they... Oh, that's so good. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's make sure the Goblin Bombardment resolves. Cool. Now let's go Intrepid Adversary. All right, and then let's pay 2. Okay, sweet. Let's make a couple of Goblins. Get to attack with all of them. Attack all. Transform Legion's Landing. Deal 6 damage to the opponent. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 creatures. So I can't kill them like right now, but then they're going to take... Yeah. No, they're 100% dead here. Oh, that's so sweet. Goblin Bombardment, so good in this deck. Excellent. So let's go ahead and just ping the opponent with the Hellrider because it's going to die anyway. Yeah, that's not going to do it. That's not going to do it. And then they're at 1, and I shoot a goblin at their face. Oh, excellent. Man, Goblin Bombardment coming in clutch those 2 games. All right, see you in the next round. All right, we're playing against McKenna. We lost the die roll, but that's okay. Hand looks great. This actually looks really nice. Yeah, let's keep this. I think I can pitch Kellen to the Chrome Mox and maybe just start the Luminarch Aspirant train going. Alternatively, we can pitch the Ruby Collector because we already have ramp. We'll see, though. Okay, opponent starts with a Scalding Tarn, maybe a Fetch Shock of some sort. Okay. All right, let's... What do we do here? Alternatively, we could pitch the Hellrider. That does not seem like a great plan. I think I like going Kellen into Wedding Announcement. Or also just like Luminarch Aspirant, starting that. I mean, we're definitely going Plains Chromox. And then, yeah, I guess we just pitch the Ruby Collector. Could also be the Hellrider. Let's pitch the Ruby Collector. And then I have to make a decision right now. Let's just start with the Luminarch Aspirant, get the counters going, get the value started, and then hopefully next turn go to Wedding Announcement, and then if they deal with it, then we can maybe rebuild with the Kellen. But yeah, I feel good about the decision now because now the Luminarch Aspirant can just attack through. So yeah, let's just go ahead, go to combat, put the counter there, hit them for 3 damage. Okay, and then we'll fetch shock a Sacred Foundry into a Wedding Announcement. Just make more bodies that can attack, and I can spread the counters around. And if we find, Impetuous Lootmonger, that's a good one. That's a good card. So 2/2 for a strike, and then they get to heist me. Whoa. Crabomination. I smell a Reanimate, although they did miss a land drop. I hit a land drop. Nice. Okay. So, oh, shoot. This is what I was talking about. Now I can't get double red for the Hellrider, but I can go 3-Tree Battalion. I do like that. So, all right, I think we're going to go Marsh Flats. And yeah, if I could play Hellrider, I would. But if we put the counter on the Luminarch Aspirant, they cannot kill it. Yeah, I think I like that. Because otherwise they can like double block and I have to pick one. Now I can just freely attack for 4 if they want it. Yeah, they're just going to take it. That's what I think these 2 creatures are a little bit too important for them. And I just get to go wider. The only downside is we are kind of putting all of our eggs in one basket here. But if they deal with it, then eventually our board is going to be wide enough. We'll eventually find the red source. And then we kind of just do those last few points. Okay, there's the Gonti. So Gonti's going to look at some cards. So they have a couple of my cards, but they're tapped out for now. So what we can do is go for a Plains and then hopefully find something. Okay, these are all good cards. What do I want? I get 2 copies too, which is very nice. I think the way we win is by going very wide with the board and then Hellrider coming down. So I think we're going to go ahead and get the Sear Slicer Goblin here. All right. Okay, another land that does not have red, which is unfortunate. So we'll go to combat and then actually maybe do we put it on the Kellen? Is it 3/4? Maybe that's better in case there's some kind of big board wipe, damage-based removal spell. So let's go to combat. I think we just put the counter on the Kellen itself, and I think we just go in with 1 guy, And we're basically going to turn one guy into two guys. That's our game plan. And now we make a ton of creatures. They all get buffed. So now we basically just get to swing out with and like throw caution to the wind. And then they really need to play like a board wipe or a something that gains them a lot of life or makes a bunch of bodies. Because otherwise, we get to attack them for quite a lot. And okay, that does in fact gain them life. Oh, and it draws them a card too with the Curator. This Curator is a really cool card. 2 mana, 1/3, mana dork, like a rainbow mana dork, but just for creatures. But when you cast a creature that does not share a creature type with a card in your library, you draw a card. Oh, they took my Goblin Bombardment. Uh-oh, that's bad. I want that. Okay. Mountain, please. Mountain off the top. Come on, Mountain. Journey to Nowhere. Okay, that's something. I mean, I'm going to use it. Thankfully, that one Goblin Bombardment's not going to, like, kill off my... Okay, wow, they concede. I feel like there was a way they could have survived that turn, maybe. And gained a little bit of life. I don't know. Maybe that was... Whatever. Anyway, that felt good. So they're trying to steal cards from my deck. So they have some premium, like, 3 and 2 toughness cards. I saw a Crab Abomination. No way to reanimate it. So I think I do want the Abrade. I don't think the Fiery Annihilation is necessary. I could probably just cut like one of the 2s again. Maybe the Lynx. Lynx doesn't really line up super great against their average power and toughnesses. Yeah. Okay. And then I think we're... Oh, Portable Hole also good. Maybe Portable Hole should just be in the deck. But I don't know. I guess if you're playing as a control deck, that might not be what you want to do. Anyway, Karizev, again, maybe we're just trying to go a little leaner and meaner. Karizev's really sweet, though. What to cut? Extraction Specialist seems good. I assume they have board wipes. I mean, they're probably going to do that. They probably have... I didn't see any like hard removal spells, but maybe the Intrepid Adversary could go. Maybe the Sunblessed Healer. Let's try the Intrepid Adversary. They also don't seem that aggressive, so the life-linking body is not quite as relevant. Like, neither of these matches, I haven't had to bring in the dissection tools, for example. So yeah, I think it's fine. Yeah, okay, whatever. This hand seems good. We're gonna keep, and then we're gonna go. Hopefully, they'll just play out like good 1-drop maybe that they think that can take over the game, and then I kill it, and then we Smuggler's Copter, and then we. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go Smuggler's Copter into Seer Slicer Goblin. Definitely a good combo. All right. Oh, good time to draw that. Smuggler's Copter. Let's see if they have removal. Nope. Maybe like an Abrade or something. So we do draw the land. Oh. Okay. Valky's pretty good. However, they're pretty... Yeah, no. We're still fine because we have the Portable Hole. So we can just go Portable Hole the Valky, play the Karizev, and then we're totally fine. Yeah, and unless they have some sort of like Spell Pierce type effect, we should be okay. I guess Spell Pierce doesn't do it. I don't know what they could have. Like a Lightning Bolt. If they have Lightning Bolt for the Smuggler's Copter or the Seer Slicer Goblin, that could be a problem, but I don't think... Okay, yeah. I mean, I think they see what's happening here, right? All right, we'll play this, play around Spell Pierce. We'll go Portable Hole. take their Valky and then play Seer Slicer and then crew the Copter. Okay, they have something. Could be Lightning Bolt. Yep. All right. Nope, that's fine. We're doing okay. Next turn we get to go Karizev, which is super sweet. And we also have 3 Tree Battalion. We have a lot of options if you don't want to commit too hard to the board. Do they have a kill spell for the Seer Slicer? Preacher the Schism. Ooh, that's good too. I think I prefer just to go, just for mana efficiency purposes, we'll go Karizev. This thing does have Menace. So yeah, we'll go ahead and do that. We'll make the Ragavan. They just block the Ragavan though, of course. But then we get to make a 1/1. So this is setting up well for next turn. We can also, I guess Extraction Specialisting the Ragavan is not a good play, but we'll see. We'll see. I mean, they kind of have to hold back to block. I mean, what? They just get a 1/1? The 1/1 is not that scary. Crucius. Crucius is a good card. It can definitely get them out of the... It could probably improve the quality of their draw. Ooh. Triumphant Getaway. I want to see this card in action. Okay, we drew the land, which is nice. So I think we're supposed to... Let's go land and then Journey to Nowhere away the Crucius. And then we'll go to combat and we'll swing out. Oh, this is so good. We get to Extraction Specialist and get the Seer Slicer Goblin back, and then we get to steal a card. There's a Gonti. We can't play it. Never mind. We'll just go Extraction Specialist, get back the Seer Slicer Goblin, and then make a 1/1, return Ragavan to hand. That's really good. I could have also held up the 3 Tree Battalion, but yeah, that's understandable. All right, but our board's wide. Yeah, they have to hold back. Okay, do we just kind of go all in? So they can crew... Oh, this is crew 3. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think we're just supposed to crew up the... Yeah, let's crew up the Bugbear. And then we'll play the Legion's Landing. And then we'll make the 1/1, and then we'll swing out, make the 1/1, turn this into a land. Yeah, that's understandable, but we're dealing at like a ton of damage. And then we get to make another 1/1 at end of turn. So our board is just way too wide, I think, for them to deal with. I mean, if they have some sort of board wipe, that would obviously be very strong. So Cruelty of Gix would be pretty backbreaking. Oh, well, they don't have Cruelty of Gix. Nantuko Slicer, getting back Lightning Bolt. Okay. I don't think this is good enough, but we'll see. Sky Sovereign, kill Extraction Specialist. I mean, you're just turning on my Seer Slicer Goblin. They're getting rid of Seer Slicer Goblin. Okay, and they have Lightning Bolt. Oh, nice. All right, so we'll go General... Yeah, good game. General Crate. Yeah, yep. All right, pretty sweet. All right, going to the finals. See you there. All right, we're playing against Cocaine with a K. Very interesting. And yeah, hand looks great. Let's keep this. All right, what do we not want? Oh, okay, another land. That makes me kind of value the Sunblessed Healer a little bit more. And if they have removal, yeah, let's go ahead and just get rid of the Kellen. So yeah, we'll go Sacred. Let's thin the deck. So we'll go get a Plains, Chromox, get rid of, I guess, Kellen, yeah. It's either Kellen or Sunblessed Healer. I think Kellen. Into Luminarch Aspirant. Like, if they don't have an answer for the Luminarch Aspirant, this has the highest potential to go kind of crazy. Okay. Ooh, I'll turn 2 House Squad Heavy. Man, you can't make this stuff up. All right. And then turn 2 House Squad Heavy. Okay. Now do you guys see the power of the Chrome Mox? It wasn't like amazing in the other games. Let's just go all in on the Luminarch Aspirant. But yeah, Chrome Mox obviously kind of insane this particular game. I think I misstacked the triggers, right? At the beginning of combat. Oh, they just concede. Okay. That's nice. Oh my, wow. All right. Yeah, that's pretty good. Well, anyway, like I was saying, yeah, because these both trigger at the beginning of combat. So what I should have done is go at the beginning of combat, make the Goblin first, put the counter on the... Oh, wait, does that work? No, sorry, that does not work the way you want it to, because you have to have a target to put this on the stack. Because you have to put both of your abilities on the stack, so you cannot make the Goblin before deciding what to target with the Luminarch Aspirant. So you have to choose something that's on the board. Okay. I saw no cards, so I'm just going to run it back, and they have the benefit of knowing what kind of deck I am, and I don't know what kind of deck they are. They played a Stomping Ground, and they played a Plains. This hand is very close. Technically, it's okay. I mean, it could be okay. The fact that it's basically a mulligan to 4 is not great. It's like a mulligan to like 4.9. Because we don't draw a white source. This hand is really bad. I think we can do better. This hand is a lot better. Keep, put back a mountain. And then we can go turn 1 Ruby Collector, turn 2 Luminarch Aspirant, and then maybe draw like another 1-drop and hold up Mana Tithe, or... You know, there's a lot of options we can do here. Okay, so let's shock this in, play Ruby Collector. Alternatively, we could have held up the Mana Tithe, but I think I'd rather commit to the board a bit now and maybe counter like a 4-mana play. Okay, I'm regretting it slightly, but it's still not that bad. So let's just do this. Luminarch Aspirant. We'll put the counter on the Ruby Collector. No attacks. Yeah. I mean, they can probably saddle... They could play like another creature, saddle it up, get a Plains. But it's not that bad. Riveting gameplay. Thank you all for watching. This has been... Stupid. You never know what you're gonna run into these days. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody.